I was reading this story over the weekend that Matt Rife,
Oh, yeah.
he gets all this money. He gets so famous, and he gets all this money. Everybody goes to see the Matt Rife show. He gets all this ticket money. Everybody watches the Matt Rife Netflix special. He gets all this Netflix money. He's doing so well for himself, and God bless him. But I always wonder, okay, well, what are they going to do with all the cash now? If you were stinking rich all of a sudden, what would you do with the money? And Matt Rife turns around, and he bought the Warren Occult museum. He bought the whole thing.
He bought the house.
He bought the house, which I am so happy about, because the Warrens, Ed and Lorraine, they were the ones. Matt Rife kind of looks like an Annabelle doll when he smiles in a certain way. Ed and Lorraine were, of course, the couple that the whole Conjuring universe is based around. I mean, a little bit more succinctly in the first Conjuring movie, and then as you get to more and more, they kind of start taking more liberties with the Ed and Lorraine story. But still, it's Ed and Lorraine. Patrick Wilson is Ed, and what's her name? It's not Vera Farmiga, is it?
Oh.
Is that who that actress is? It might be. She's Lorraine Warren. Lorraine Baines, McFly.
Conjuring.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Is Vera Farmiga?
Yeah. No, you got it right.
Good.
You got it right.
I never know if it's Jean Grey or, you know what I mean, those two actresses.
Yeah.
But they legit have that house with all those trinkets in it, all those haunted trinkets that Troy's very afraid of. You're not going anywhere. Are you going to, you'd stay away from Matt Rife now too?
I don't know if I'm afraid of it. I just don't want any part of it.
Right. So if I was like, Matt Rife's going to be in studio, you're like, pfft.
Well, I like Matt Rife just because.
It's funny.
Well, Penis and Menu Matt, my friend.
Right.
His name is Matt Rife.
Oh, so you like that? There's a commonality
Yes.
there. And so maybe if I ever threw it, if Matt Rife was in, I threw it to you, you might ask about the menu. And he'd go,
Like, wrong Matt.
And you go, yeah, but same name. Would you also do it is my question. He'd probably go, no, I wouldn't. That's horrible. And you go, kids being kids. What are you going to do? But yeah, so Ed and Lorraine, they had this house, and they had a whole room that they locked up, lock and key, theatrically, dedicated to all the items that they took from their houses that they visited when they were experts of the occult. They would find items that were possessed, not just humans, but demons would get into items, whether it was, the monkey with the symbols, or the Annabelle doll, or they had little skulls and they would put crosses all over the room and everything.
Or hot dog.
Hot dog, that's my little Annabelle doll. Hot dog is my little haunted Annabelle doll. I keep him in a glass case, and then when I have some kind of media thing, I let him out of the case so he can come take pictures. But then I put him back in the glass case, and there's a sign that says, "Do not touch under any circumstances."
It's just smart.
Yeah. The hot dog Conjuring universe. He really is. I mean, he's got the and now Annie's part of the Annie's doing the spin-off movies.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But so they, in their house they had this room, and it was legit. And so especially after the Conjuring movies got so successful, Ed has passed away, but Lorraine Warren was still alive, and her and her son-in-law, I think, would organize a lot of this. She would do these gatherings where she would have people, and it was a very limited invitation. I think it was pretty expensive. I unfortunately never got to do it.
What'd you have?
I wanted to badly. I was kind of I would watch the website to see if it would tickets would go back up, because she'd only do it maybe twice a year. She'd do it on Halloween, or she'd do it I very much wanted to. I had a friend that I was she and I were yeah, we got to do this. This is gonna be great.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was a platonic lady friend. Oh yeah. and I just never got to, because they would sell out and whatever. But now, I mean, maybe we're going to do this again. It's not like Matt Rife bought the house so he could sleep in it.
What if he did?
I mean, that'd be sick, but I'm assuming
he's actually, I was looking for a place.
I can't picture this as just being
all my needs.
a typical Zillow, response. And then he asked, does it come fully furnished? And they're like, yeah, but there's an occult room. Is that we're going to leave that as is too?
That's fine.
And he said, I said fully furnished. Leave the occult room as is.
Yeah, you would assume that he'll do something.
I mean, why else would you buy it?
Unless he was really high like Pete Davidson and Colin Jost.
So this could be a boat that doesn't work anymore situation?
Yeah, but at least he doesn't have to paid a docket somewhere.
Right. It's not like a floating occult museum. Right. No, they tried to get to the floating occult museum, but it sank, and then they got crushed trying to visit it. It was the Titanic. So they would have these like people over and tell stories, but then part of it would be they would walk them through this occult room, and like you couldn't touch anything, and Lorraine Warren had to be there with you to make sure that none of the demons followed you home and everything, and they had a whole bit, but yeah, it just hasn't had the same charm, I think, since Lorraine Warren died as well. And they were, last time we checked, taking some of the exhibits on the road. Like for this new Conjuring movie that's coming out, they were taking the Annabelle doll on the road, and of course then the doll killed the occult expert that was, carrying the doll. The doll murdered.
That's what happened?
I think so. That's my understanding of the story.
I didn't read the autopsy.
Yeah. My understanding is that the guy, because the police were like, we don't have the autopsy, but it was not the doll. And I was like,
they couldn't find the doll.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, you'd run away.
Ran away. The doll had little legs. Like Chucky. I always loved it. In Alf and in Chucky, when they would go to the full body shot. I mean, there was nothing funnier to me when Alf, you would see, like, because Alf was always like a puppet that he would always be behind a countertop, so you'd only see waist up. But then every now and then, Alf would run away, and it'd be the greatest thing ever, because there's a little guy in an Alf suit.
Of course.
But yeah, Dan Rivera, paranormal investigator, he was handling the Annabelle doll. And look, he died suddenly at 54 years old. I'm going to put this on the doll for sure. And it raised awareness. This is probably the worst time ever for Matt Rife to buy into this, because now that there's hype around it again, it's probably like it would probably be a lot better if you waited till the next Ed and Lorraine movie came out. The next Conjuring movie came out.
Is it coming out really soon?
I think it's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait till that movie is already out and on VHS.
Oh.
Wait till it's on Blockbuster shelves.
Okay.
And then buy the house. Because that way the hype has died down. But, what do I know?
Oh, like you think he bought too high?
I think he bought high. I do think. I mean, he's got it, so it's all good.
Right.
But I do think he bought high.
And the market is not great right now.
As far as, the market's not great for anything. I tried to buy a head of lettuce. It was $18.
Oh, my God.
You can't do it.
How are you going to feed your kids?
They're starving.
Poor kids.
They're starving. Yeah, September 5th is when the next Conjuring movie come out. The Conjuring Last Rites. But yeah, so they were taking the exhibits on the road. The Annabelle doll killed this guy. So I was wondering what they're going to do next. And then the next story I read is that Matt Rife bought the house and the museum. He's now the guardian. I love that. He purchased the Warrens' house, which is in Connecticut. And that makes him the guardian of the Annabelle doll, which is such a flex. To be like, what'd you do when you got rich? And you go, I bought the Annabelle doll. Not the prop from the movie. The actual Annabelle doll. I mean, I have more respect for Matt Rife than I could possibly have thought I would have. It's amazing. It's the best thing a celebrity's ever done. And that includes Jimmy Carter.
What did Jimmy Carter do?
Well, he built all those habitats for humanity,
So?
but he didn't have the Annabelle doll.
They were going to get built anyway.
Right. Well, I don't know if they were. I think that was the whole point. They actually probably weren't.
All
but
right. So this is the greatest thing a celebrity's ever done.
I think this might be the best thing, outside of work. Like when a celebrity is like, when I'm not working, what am I doing? Buying the Annabelle doll. I mean, it's top 5 and it ain't 5. I think I can't. I was trying to wonder.
What about John Cena doing the most Make-A-Wish is ever?
That's top 5, but it ain't beating.
Wow.
It ain't beating this.
I'll remember that when John comes back.
Don't mention it. We're not going to talk about that because that won't be the topic of the interview.
I'll be like, Sam thinks is more impressive.
No, you wouldn't want to get off topic. You really wouldn't want to get off topic
He
with
loves
that.
getting off topic.
No, he doesn't. He's a straight shooter. We go in, we submit the questions early.
No, I don't remember it that way.
What do you think he's going to do? Just sit there and just add an extra 10 minutes to the interview because he's enjoying himself?
Yeah, on the front and the back.
I saw John Cena, by the way, over the weekend, and I said hello to him, and he's like, hey, sort of typical greeting, and then he stopped and he went, hey, and I didn't remember. It was not in my mind.
It was already out of your mind?
It was out of my mind at the time. And I was like, hey, almost like, yeah, we've known each other for a while. And he goes, last time I saw you, we were in a deep embrace. And I was like, that's right, from Fanatics Fest. And he was like, yeah, and so yeah, we got to catch up on after our deep embrace. Yeah, it was very nice. It was very nice of him.
All right, so that's better.
But
than
yeah,
this.
but I mean for this, like this is to me, and this is controversial to you. This is even cooler than John Stamos like buying all that Disney World nonsense.
He's got the big D.
I know. Yeah, I know that. I could only imagine. I mean, yeah,
His
but
backyard, he's got a Dumbo. He's got a literal Dumbo in his backyard.
But imagine if he bought like just all the Walt Disney stuff.
I love when we've talked about this. I love when celebrities do this.
It's this. Yeah, it's this.
This is what you should spend your money on.
100%.
Shit that you love.
100%. Can you imagine if I entered into this tax bracket, the amount of wrestling stuff that I would have?
I mean,
it'd be stupid.
And I'd be so happy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be sitting there just trying to look for like, Mad Dog Vachon or something. I would have his prosthetic leg.
Was he married to Luna?
No, he was Luna's uncle.
Oh.
Remember Mad Dog? I got his leg.
No, I love when people do this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the right thing to do.
Good for Matt.
Like, I mean, speaking of Happy Gilmore, buying the jersey that he actually wore in the movie, you buy that.
Yeah.
You buy things like that because you can. But he bought the whole house.
Like, this is above and beyond.
Yeah. He bought the whole house and he got the room. And I think that's why I'm excited about it, because it makes me think that, like, he is going to do something with it. He is going to open it up. And it might open that door again to go and, like, check it out, because I'm 100% going to go check it out if he opens the door. And I'm going to try to steal that Annabelle doll, put it right here. I'll put it right in Troy's seat.
He'll be so freaked out.
Well, he won't be. He'll be bothered by it. He won't be freaked out. He won't be scared.
He didn't even like hot dog coming in.
I'll go get that shit out of my chair right now. I'll go, no. Look at that. There he is. Matt Rife hanging
out. Is that
out.
an older photo?
I don't know.
Like,
that's a good question. Like, did he just go and visit first?
Right.
And then go, I want that.
I want that. He's all about it. Good for him. I had no idea.
No, I had no idea either. I didn't know he was into it at all. But, to go like, no, not only am I into it, I'm really into it.
Here's how into it I am.
But you can see they put this Annabelle doll in like a glass case. There's a cross on top of it. It almost looks like a mini barn. But it's lit on the inside. Like, clearly there's a theatricality to it too.
Yeah, that place looks lit.
That's right. Well lit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm very hopeful that Matt Rife does the right thing here and opens this up to the public, because it's Connecticut. I'll drive up there, grab a slice in New Haven.
Oh, a whole
Because
pot.
I think it's pretty far up there in Connecticut. I think it's like starting to get more towards like real like New England, Connecticut. Good for Matt Rife for bringing back. I mean, if he's a real one like that, I'll go to the Matt Rife Warren Museum tour.
Is that what it's going to be called?
I hope so. Put your name on it, Get some star power out of it. Actually, I believe because he's so busy and because he actually is into this stuff, clearly, he'll probably put it in the hands of like actual ghost hunter occult people. He probably, you know what I mean? I don't think he'll just try to do it half-assed himself. I wonder if would you sleep with the if you own the Annabelle doll, would you sleep with it in your room? Like, I stole the Sam Roberts action figure from Comic-Con, so I could sleep with it in my room.
In your bed, though.
Of course.
It's in your bed.
It's in the bed.
Right.
It's at the middle seat.
You got seats in your bed.
Well, that's why I refer to it.
Okay.
I say,
Hey, babe, hop in the middle seat.
Well, my wife's in the driver's seat because she makes the decisions, if you know what I mean. I'm in the passengers because I'm down to ride whenever.
You're on the right?
Okay, wait. No, I guess I'm on the left.
Me too.
Yeah.
We could never sleep together.
Thank God.
For that one reason.
Thank God. Well, we could squeeze both on the left. We're just slim guys.
Here's a question. I know it's off topic. When you stay in a hotel, do you sleep on your side of the bed or do you sleep right in the middle like a weirdo?
No, I sleep on the left.
Okay.
I sleep on the left, and it's usually the bed next to the window, and the left would be next to the desk with the alarm clock on it.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other bed is for eating.
Of course, yeah. No, you don't have to say.
Storage.
Yeah.
That's the eating and storage bed.
If I bought...
And that's also the shoes on the bed. I love putting...
You put shoes on the bed?
On the eating bed. And that's only because I can.
Isn't that weird?
It's because I can. It's a luxury. I consider it a luxury.
That's antisocial.
Well,
okay, I can put my shoes on the bed.
Because nobody's going to be sleeping on this.
know, but I mean,
It's a luxury. I have a bed I can eat on and have shoes on. And if I'm already having wings on the bed,
you're still sitting on it though. And your shoes caked in piss and shit.
well, I don't like jump up and down and piss and shit. They're not caked in piss and shit.
You don't know you're walking outside.
But caked, I would know.
I'm just saying.
I mean, if there's like some kind of invisible essence that maybe there's a residue, sure.
Yeah.
But caked is is a very direct way to
you're
say
sitting
it.
down, you're probably wiping your hands on it on the bed
Why would I wipe my hands on the bed?
because you got a greasy sub.
That's true. I would eat a sub on the bed. It would be a buffalo chicken cheesesteak.
See?
And you do need to wipe your hands after that. And if I don't have a napkin, that is another luxury.
Of course.
To wipe your hands on the sheets
You're
because
not sleeping in it.
I'm not sleeping in it, and these are mine for the next 3 days.
You own them.
I own them. But that's why it's a luxury to
Yeah.
put your shoes on that bed.
All right, so if I bought the Annabelle doll,
Yeah.
would I sleep with it in my bedroom?
Yeah. Would you put it in your room in like a chair next to the bed?
I think so.
That's sick.
Yeah, because if I bought it, I'm already comfortable enough with the fact that I own it.
Right. So it's like, yeah.
I'm not terrified of it.
You've now become somewhat attached to it.
Yeah.
Fiscally.
And I feel like if I believe in this kind of stuff,
Right.
then
you
the
wouldn't have
Annabelle
bought it.
doll knows that I'm cool.
Oh. Well, but also,
I'm watching out for you.
like, if you believe in it
Yeah.
and you buy the Annabelle doll, you're kind of haunted by it, but not like fully haunted by it, but at least financially haunted by it. Kind of like how OJ didn't actually do the murder, but he was financially responsible for the murder.
He was. He was not guilty for the crime.
For the crime, but non-criminally, he was indeed responsible for
Same
it.
thing.
So it's like, yeah, it's like if you buy the Annabelle doll, you're like OJ haunted by it, but not really haunted by it.
I don't know why we're bringing it around to OJ.
I watch a lot of OJ stuff. And I also think, culturally, it's important to raise that distinction. Because a lot of people think that he was criminally responsible for the death of his wife and a waiter.
Not true.
No, not true. Judge Ito said, no way.
Would you buy the Annabelle doll a boyfriend?
Yes, and his name is Lil Sam from the Mattel WWE line. Annabelle and Lil Sam would hang out every day.